So when we solve a quadratic equation by graphing, we're looking at where the graph hits the x-axis. The x-axis is the horizontal one, okay? So in the first one, the top left and the bottom left, it hits 2 times. So it has 2 real solutions. Everybody see that?
Yes, ma'am.
In the middle one, it only hits at 1 point, either going up or down. So it has 1 real solution. And in the last one, and we're going to learn more about this later, it doesn't hit at all. And those have no real solutions, but they really have 2 complex solutions, which means they're imaginary numbers. We're going to start learning about imaginary numbers, okay? But for now, just put no real solutions. It does have solutions, but not real ones. They're imaginary. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find A, B, and C. A is the number next to the x squared term, B is the number next to the plain x term, and C is the number that's all by itself without an x, okay? Yes? Sure. So A is 1, B is 2, and C is -8. So the first thing after you find A, B, and C, you're going to find the x of the vertex. And this is what we're going to use to graph it on our calculator because it'll help us a lot. To find the x, you do opposite of B over 2A. So B is 2, so it's -2 over 2 times 1, which is -1. Now you're going to go to your calculator, and on the y equals screen, you're going to put x squared plus 2x minus 8. Put the equation in on the x screen, on the y equals screen. Then you're going to hit from there second window, and the table start is going to be whatever number you found up here. It's going to be different every time. And your change of table for today, all of them are going to be 1. Okay? Second graph. And stay right there. Okay. Now you're going to do second graph, and your vertex is the first one on your table. You're going to hit the up arrow until that -1 point is in the middle of your screen. The way you know that it's done is look at your y column, and your top and your bottom numbers should be the same. And as you move in, they mirror each other. That means you're going to get points on either side of the vertex, and you're going to get a U shape. Got it? So go ahead and plot those points. When you graph the points, you get the U. And now the answer to this question are 2 things. The graph, which you just did, and then tell me the solution. So where does it hit the x-axis? At -4 and at 2. And that is your other answer that I want you to write near the graph. So when you do your homework, you need to write that, okay? So we found A, B, and C, 2, -12, and 17. And then minus b over 2a, which is the x of the vertex, is 3. So you're going to go ahead and key that equation in your calculator, type in second window and hit 3, and then put it in the middle of your table when you hit second graph. This equation does not hit at a point on the x-axis. It hits between 2 numbers. So the answer, instead of saying 3 and 4 or whatever, you're going to say between 2 and 3 and between 3 and 4. And that is your answer with the graph, because it doesn't hit on the point exactly. It hits between 2 and 3 and between 3 and 4. Do you see where it hits the x-axis?